What's going on, Conscious Growing Gardener family? It's your boy, the Garden Guru, out here in a rainy Friday afternoon, early afternoon, right? So I'm getting a little exercise in as I walk to the corner store, right? One of my things I like to do as far as keeping up with my cardiovascular system is I like to walk. Used to do a lot of running when I was younger, ex-track star, you know. But we got a little bit of rain out here today, and so we taking a brisk walk to the corner store just to pick up a few items. And I want to talk about distractions, okay? Like, because you got to think everything you can think about. You want to grow in that area, right? You want to think consciously about so many things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody else thinking for you. You know what I'm saying? So when I say things that I say on YouTube or Facebook, right? It's not for me to take over your thoughts. It's for you to think for yourself. It's for me to put a thought in your head that you might not have thought, and you might go, that sounds interesting. I could possibly see things that way, right? And so that's to give you another perspective of what you might already be thinking, right? Isn't it funny how when we break laws, right? I'm not talking about you and I, we the people. I'm not taking away from these people as being people. When we talk about, let's talk about celebrities and politicians. When they break the laws, right? These guys walk around here, with all type of things going on, secret societies, right? Things of that nature, right? But if a celebrity breaks the law, like let's just say, for example, Deshaun Watson, allegedly has some things going on with women, right? And this is a big to do. The Me Too movement is huge, right? But in my opinion, I feel like they throw this a lot on TV for us to see. It's another black man going down for some sexual indiscretions, right? Which I'm not saying he did or didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they flashed it all over the news to let you see. Look, it's a black man. See. And then we got a potential criminals in from the White House all the way down to the Senate, allegedly, right? Breaking all kind of laws and rules. And what they doing? Covering it up, hiding, right? You'll blast this dude on TV about some sexual assault, right? But nobody wanted to blast nobody when they blasted Kennedy, right? When they blasted MLK, when they blasted Malcolm X. I mean, when they break laws, like when they murder people, it ain't that big a deal, allegedly, right? When they assassinate somebody, they find one scapegoat, put them on the news, and cover it up and move on. They don't never get to the details of why it was done, who did it. And I'm not saying that that Deshaun Watson doesn't deserve his day in court to have his own say-so about what happened. These young women don't deserve their day in court to be able to give their side of the story. This one thing about the Conscious Growing Garden channel, we believe in three sides to every story, okay? We believe the one person's side, the other person's side, and we believe somewhere in the middle lies the truth, right? Well, that's the same thing that I feel about these rotten criminal politicians, right? They do the same thing all the time. The Democrats got their side of the story. The Republicans got their side of the story, which is the same damn bird, okay? And then somewhere in the middle lies the truth, right? So who can you actually trust? My point is this. Corruption is corruption. Stop trying to use people of celebrity status to blast their human error and try to hide your corruption, and it's ridiculous that whenever this is what I find out. Whenever we get close to unveiling some of the corruption and some of the sinister underhandedness that's been going on in this country, and we the people can start getting a hold of it and seeing what's going on with the media, with the politicians, right? First thing they do is throw us some distraction. You know what I'm saying? We got to hear about, and don't get me wrong, we all talk about it. We got to hear about Diddy and his bad musical ambitions towards his artists. We got to hear about Deshaun Watson and his sexual impropriety, allegedly, and all these things, right? We got to hear, especially my community. If you guys haven't noticed, I am a melanated person. They love to distract us because I'm gonna keep it real with you. We the kind of people we gonna look for things. People don't think that we don't. People have certain things that they say, like you want to hire something from a black person, put it in the book, right? black people are intelligent people. Okay, melanated people, we are intelligent, and we can read between the lines really, really well. And so that's why a lot of times I feel like when it's something that need to be in the mainstream media, they always throw us a curveball or some type of distraction so that we won't talk about it. We won't relate to one another. We won't communicate about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody act like they don't have a clue. You know.
Andrew Berry comes to Pansky. And all press conferences are brought to you by Nissan from Homestead and by 90 Nissan.
I walk into the store to grab a couple of the cold ones and get ready to relax for the evening. I'm hearing the radio. They talking about Deshaun Watson here. I told you they make a big deal. Don't get me wrong. It's him coming to the town is a big deal, you know, and having those charges against him is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But it's nowhere near as big as the corruption of Hunter Biden's laptops. You know what I'm saying? Or Hillary Clinton. Taking her laptop and acid washing, you know, all of her, emails. I mean, just the corruption, the cover-ups is ridiculous. And what they do is they throw us a celebrity in our face or some issues with an artist or a basketball player or a football player to distract us from the true things of what's going on in this country that we need to face. We need to face and deal with. Right? Too many. It's too much diplomatic immunity for these folk. They know they not going down, so they just do what they want to do. Guys, let me pay for my stuff and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, y'all. So they're talking about Deshaun Watson on the radio, and they're trying to explain their situation with his cases and stuff, and them still filing him or bringing him to Cleveland, which is my city, right? Shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to all the Clevelanders too, And like I said, this is a big deal, but it's a big deal because it's a profile case. He's a profile. He's a public figure. He's a professional football player, and then there are women involved. So this is a big case. So I'm not diluting the case. I'm not downwatering it. I'm just saying we got a lot of other corrupt things going on in this country that somehow always gets the pass on the essence of the true. The true identity of itself. It needs to be squared away with the American people. You know what I'm saying? But they constantly, sweeping it under the rug. You know what I'm saying? We talking about laptops. We talking about people hiding their corruption, covering up shit, acting like they didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? We talking about collusion. We talking about allegedly murder, allegedly human trafficking, allegedly rape and torture of little children, allegedly crimes against humanity, right? Allegedly stolen tax money, right? From we the people, right? I mean, how much allegedness can you have, right? How much more, sinister can you be, especially since you got diplomatic immunity and you think you can get away with this shit, None of these people that's been running these politics in our country ever thought that for 1 second that they would let anybody else ever be a politician besides those of the same bloodline, those in the same little circle running things. So they never feared of any law breaking, having or any pushback on any criminality that they would ever pull against the people. How would the people do anything about it? They just cover it up with another story, cover it up with another war, cover it up with another lie, and then just use the media to lie for them, to continue to do what they want to do, right? If you're trying to do something simple as grow your own food in your own backyard, you got to deal with more animals because of the lack of food that's out in the farmland. So they come in the inner city to look for more food. you trying to do something as grow something simple in your yard, you paying upwards to a 40-50% height increase in manure to be able to grow in your yard, because these dudes is fighting and warring with everybody else about every little thing. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that if you in America, you got to mind your own business. America got to first take care of home first. They got to make sure all their T's is crossed and all their I's is dotted before they run over to some other country. Talk about we stand with them and we work with them and we just, and don't get me wrong, people gonna be like, oh, you against Ukraine? No, I'm not against any group of people. I believe all people should be able to live in peace and harmony. You know what I'm saying? But America having transluted the peace and the harmony they need to do on the streets of their own in their own countries. You know what I'm saying? They must spend this much time trying to stop Antifa and Black Lives Matter when they was burning up shit down the street. They won't spend this much time when they had criminals getting away with shit in the country. And this is why you even needed to was able to even build a platform like Black Lives Matter. Should have never been able to be built in the first place. And maybe it wouldn't have been done if the media wasn't, every time somebody died as black, aired it on TV, making it a big to-do. Oh, look what they did to this black person. Look what they did to that black person. And I'm not saying that these people don't need to be called out for their racism, for their inflammatory attitudes towards people of different color. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. You could talk to you blue in the face. You could have all the protests in the world. The people in this country that don't like people because of their skin, their color, them folk gonna always exist, and they gonna always feel that way. You just got to make sure that them people stay in a limited amount of power in this country, so that they ain't running the whole goddamn world. But at the same time, here they are with an attitude of non-inclusive for certain people because of their race or their creed or their religion or their sexual orientation. Right? We just got a lot of people that's never going to substitute to that, to live with that, to understand that, and to deal with it, and be bothered with it. They feel like a man is a man, a woman is a woman, and that's it. Ain't nothing in between. You know what I'm saying? They feel like a race is is more pure than another race or better than another race, and that's how they feel. You know, you can't change people's mind, and arguing and fighting with them is not gonna make them see. You know what I'm saying? Hate. You can never conquer hate with you know what I'm saying? You know what did Marvin Gaye say? You know what I'm saying? War is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know what I'm saying? And I can be petty like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? I love music. I use old school terms and different ways of thinking things. Like I was thinking about Joe Biden's son, Hunter, him and Hillary coming up with a group, calling themselves H&H. You know what I'm saying? They could do a video of like, got 2 laptops and I ain't ashamed. 2 laptops and I acid wash the same. Let me tell you about my first laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of pettiness and little, things that we could do to bring up different subjects about these people that we are dealing with, right? But I feel like as like most of the time when there's a serious situation on the table that could possibly turn this country's around and start subduing some of these criminals. And I'm talking about not just drug pen criminals or just a few little things against humanity. I'm talking about just downright inflammatory. I ain't got to worry about nobody taking me down. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Criminals, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And instead of us being able to have a shining light on them, you know what I'm saying, and having a camera and a mic up to their mouth and asking them about their improprieties and things that they done right, they throw us a bone of distraction. They find something important that they know that can line up with us and make that all. That's what it's all about. You have to go behind closed doors and research yourself to find out the criminality and the mischievousness and the you know what I'm saying, the treason, in my opinion, that these people have been pulling on the American people for years now. The robbery, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole shebang, right? You know, the sex trafficking, You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The crimes against humanity. I mean, you name it. These people have been involved in so many things, in my opinion, right? I'm entitled to my own opinion, right? Some folk don't think they just think this is just something that's being said because, you know, it's a new wave to blame the government and to say that they're not good people or whatever, right? But if we go into the past on how we established this and how these people got into office, a lot of them, and how they've been in office for so many years, you could go back and see all the criminality that these people have done, and a lot of them have gotten away with it. You know what I'm saying? But then the trumpet sounds. Then the trumpet sounds, and when the trumpet sounds, then it's a warning. It's a warning. It's a calling to people to wake up in this time of day in the Aquarian age, to wake up. Not that leftist woke crap they talking about. We talking about the true awakening. The true awakening of things around you, things that's being covered up, right? We are no longer, we are citizens, and we are still, some of us consider ourselves children of God, but we are no longer children of the world, right? We are adults, and we don't still believe. We ain't putting out cookies and milk for Santa Claus. We ain't waiting for the Easter Bunny to bring us a basket. And we also tired of the lies and corruption, you know what I'm saying, that's been plastered around the world. And every time it's time for a decision or for the people to rise up and to know the truth, then we got to get hit with a distraction from a celebrity rapper or a basketball or football player, something that'll put the people back to sleep and get them competing with colors, and just, you know, no different than the Republicans and Democrats do with their red and blue. My people, I don't care what your religion is, what your skin color is, what your adversities is, what your issues is, what your problems are. We are all the human race. And if you are still sleeping and you can't realize that these folk have got America by the balls and they are doing nothing, but they themselves don't have the particular fortitude themselves to stand up and say, yeah, I did it. They playing cover-up games and distractions with us. And as long as we continue to let them distract us, we'll never get to the pure essence of what needs to be done with these people, right? Especially having to take the long way around because of so many people that are still not aware, you know what I'm saying, of the crookedness and the criminality that's going on in this country that we call the United States of America. That's definitely have issues with being united because of these crooked, in my opinion, criminally minded. You've been blinded, looking for a store like mine, you can't find it. Fake ass politicians. Left wing, right wing, same bird. And so now we have to weave through the years and years and years and centuries of crooked administrations, crooked politicians, unspoken dialect through signals and signs, right? Emails and washed emails, and just people just covering up corruption. You know what I'm saying? And every time people start waking up, I'm telling y'all, every time we start waking up, you know what they do? They throw us another distraction. Here's another artist in the thing. He just went to jail for this. Somebody just got shot that doing to this. Oh, somebody got sexual Me Too movement. I mean, I'm not saying these things are not important. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is they using them in the mainstream media to distract you so that you won't see what's actually going. Let's put these people. Let's put them on to this. Let's put them on to that. I truly believe, in my opinion, allegedly, this is what, you know what I'm saying. This is what these people are doing. They will share something on the news over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Saying the same. Everybody in the whole world saying the same shit. So that you will be so distracted with that situation. You'll be thinking about that. You forget to think about what's going on. How they doing us as a people. How they collectively doing our planet, our country. How they've been getting away with it for centuries and nobody has ever done anything about it, right? In fact, instead of our media helping us as going against these people and going for we the people, these people in the bed with them, getting on TV saying, "Thus saith the politician." Let's see if there's any word from thus saith the politician. And it's just time out for the corruption and for the lies, okay, and the distractions. I believe that all of these things need to be taken care of properly and in their own time. but they don't need to be on mainstream for everybody to know everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? What we need to know about is what's going on, actually going on in our own country. Stop trying to distract us. All right, y'all. I'm just going to garden family. I still got my little greens and stuff out here in the yard. It's time for me to go in here and have a meal. I put these out here the last couple of days. See how they doing. They've been finally out in the rain, so they're getting used to being out here. I can see some of them struggling a bit, but I ain't gonna worry about it because this is it's early. It's early in the garden season, and I got plenty of time for these plants to bounce back, grow back, and get healthy. And like I said, in the next couple of days, when it finally dries up out here, I'm gonna get out here and put them directly sow into the yard. All right, and we'll go live, and you guys will see that, and we'll have another conversation about whatever's going on in our community. All right, don't let the distractions or the detractors distract you. All right, live in peace amongst each other, treat each other like brothers and sisters. Okay, and continue to grow in every area of your life. All right, you heard it from your boy, the Garden Guru, Conscious Growing Gardener. Peace. We're out.